Okay, so today's class is going to be all about different photo storage. So how to manage your photo storage because photos can be one of the main factors of why your phone does not have enough storage since there's so many people that take tons and tons of photos. It could definitely clog your phone up. So I'm going to show you today how to manage it, how to decrease that storage size for both smartphones, with iPads, and for both Android and iPhone. So let's get started. So what is photo storage? So by default, your photos and videos are stored on your device in the original high resolution, high quality version, right? So, you know, now with the newest iPhone and the newest Samsung and Android phones, your phones can actually take 1080 or 4K. So that what that means is that your phone is taking the highest quality possible of a shot that you take outside. But in the long run, this is not that good because higher quality pictures mean it's going to take up too much storage on your phone. So things like long videos that are 1 minute or 3 minutes long can take up a lot of space. So if you're someone who's always taking videos throughout the day or when you go somewhere and your videos tend to be very long, these can be reasons why your phone says that it does not have enough space. So I'm going to show you today like where you can find things that are taking up a lot of space. So if you see something that says MB, which means megabyte, higher the megabyte, the higher the storage. So if you have a photo or let's say a video that says 100 MB, that's not relatively that big, but if it's something like 600 MB, then it's a big file that's taking up a lot of space. And when you hit 1000 MB, 1000 megabytes, that's when you finally turn into 1 gigabyte, 1 GB. So if you're someone that has a lot of videos and you're seeing that all of your videos are 1 GB, that's taking up way too much space. And we're going to have to either put it in the cloud or put it somewhere else, which I'm going to show you later today. But does anybody have any questions on that? Okay. So these are the different ways that I'm going to show you how to clear up photo storage. So the first thing I'm going to go over is how to clear recently deleted photos. Then we're going to go over optimizing photos. So how to make a high quality photo into a low quality photo. The next thing that we're going to do is use third party apps. So I'm going to show you if you're not someone who wants to use iCloud, if you're not someone that wants to use Google Photos, I'm going to show you other ways, other types of cloud systems that you can use. And finally, the last resort is always to just put it on a external hard drive, which I will show you at the end of today. So if you're someone that has an iPhone today or an Android phone, you know that you can delete your pictures anytime that you want in your gallery. However, every time you delete a photo, it doesn't just delete off your device forever. At the moment when you delete a picture on your phone, it goes to a folder actually called recently deleted, where it stays there for some time. So think of it as the recycle bin that used to exist on computers, right? So when you deleted something on your computer, it went to the recycle bin. And then you had to go to the recycle bin to empty the recycle bin out. And that's kind of how recently deleted photos work. So sometimes people don't mind that, like, because it automatically is going to delete your pictures in 40 days. However, in that 40-day time span, it's going to be still taking up space, right? So if you're someone that deletes 100 pictures, you're going to think, oh, great, I finally cleared up so much space. But that's not really what's happening because it's going into a recycle bin. It's going into another folder. So if you're someone that wants to delete your photos right away to clear up space, you want to go to this recently deleted folder and delete all the pictures that you put in there. And I have slides for both iPhone and for both Android phones. And I'm going to show you where you find this folder so you can see if there's any pictures in there. And if there is, you could go ahead and delete them. You don't have to delete them because they will delete in 40 days permanently. But if you're someone that really wants to clear up space, you do want to go into this recently deleted folder and delete them right away. Does anybody have questions on this?
Where do you find the folder?
I'm going to show it right now.
Okay, thanks.
Anyone else? Okay, so I'm going to show the first slide for iPhones, and then I have a slide for Android phones. So if you are someone that has an iPhone, you want to go to, of course, your photo gallery, right? So the photo gallery in your phone is that rainbow flower icon, and it says the word photos. And once you're inside of that app, your Photos app, you're going to use your finger and go all the way down until you see the word recently deleted. So you have to scroll all the way down with your finger until you see it. And the catch is if you don't see something that says recently deleted, what that just means is that you haven't deleted any photos recently, or the 40 days have already been up and your phone automatically deleted your photos. So don't freak out if you don't see a recently deleted album because it's not there all the time. It's only there when you have trashed photos recently, or if the 40 days have already been up, your phone automatically deleted it and you don't have to worry about it. But it should be all the way at the bottom in your albums category. So if you see here on the screen, this person is in the albums icon. You want to make sure you look at the bottom of your phone screen and you're in albums. Make sure you're not in library or in the For You. You want to be in the section called albums. And you know you're in the album section because it's in blue. The icon is in blue, like on the screen here. So if you're at the bottom looking at your phone right now, and the library icon is in blue or another icon is in blue, that means you're in the wrong section and you need to click on albums. Once you click on albums, you have to scroll all the way down until you see something called recently deleted. Anybody have questions on that for the iPhone, for people who have iPhones or iPads? So I'm gonna let those who are doing the iPhones, look at all your recently deleted if you do have any. If you found that you do have photos in your recently deleted, when you click on a picture, you're gonna have an option to either delete the picture or to recover the picture. If you recover the picture, you're telling your phone, I accidentally deleted this. I actually want it back. But if you delete it, it deletes permanently. Does anybody have any questions on this? Okay, so now I'm going to show it for those who have Android and Samsung. So for Android and Samsung, instead of the word recently deleted, you have a folder called the trash folder. So you should go into your gallery app. So not your Google Photos app, but your gallery app. So it's like a red icon that says gallery with a flower. And all the way at the bottom, you have a little menu icon with 3 lines that I just circled on the screen. And in that menu icon, you should have a folder called trash. And that is the same thing that iPhones have, which is their recently deleted. And when you click on trash, you may have some pictures or you may not. It's the same rule. So if your trash is empty, you don't have to panic. That just means you haven't recently deleted anything, or it just means that your phone already deleted the items that were in the trash folder. Anybody have questions for those who have Android and Samsung phones? Okay, so that is just one way we can clear up photo storage. So once again, all these photos that are in your recently deleted on your trash are definitely taking up space. So you'll actually, save some time by doing that. It may not take too much of your time, but it is going to help you in the long run if you start deleting those pictures that are in the trash bin or in that recently deleted folder. Another thing that we can also do is reduce our image size. So if you did not have any pictures in your recently deleted, that's okay, because there are other ways to save photo storage space. So like I said in the beginning, every time you take a picture, your phone is taking it in very high quality, but this is not going to be good in the long run, because if every single picture you have is high quality all the time, that is taking up space. So there is a good thing that both the iCloud and the Google Photos do for you, which is they can replace your very high quality photos with smaller, reduced size versions. And this is going to help your phone, both your iPhone or an Android phone, have less space. So how does this work? So if you're someone today who uses iCloud or uses Google Photos, you can actually tell your phone that if I'm running out of space, please save my high quality picture in the cloud, and on my phone itself, just save a very small, reduced version of it. So your iCloud is always going to have the very beautiful, high quality, high definition photo in the cloud forever. It's going to be saved there. But on your phone itself, it's going to have a lesser quality version. So yes, there is a downside to this, because your phone is not going to show you the very beautiful, high quality picture. It's going to be a little fuzzier, maybe the photo. But if you are someone who is really struggling with not having enough storage on your phone, this can help you out a lot. So just think of it as you can always see the beautiful high quality picture always in the cloud at any time, right? So all you have to do to get into the iCloud, once again, is put in your Apple ID and your Apple password. So if you know those two things, you can always look at your pictures in high definition. Um, the iPhone only does this once again if it sees that your phone is really, really running out of space. So if you're on like the last straw, like if you only have 10 gigabytes left. So they don't do this for every single picture. So if you turn this on today, don't think that now all your pictures are going to be horrible and fuzzy. It doesn't work that way. It only works if you only have a little bit of storage left on your phone. Does anybody have questions on this?
Tabitha, I have a question, but it goes back to the iPhone. You want to
Mm-hmm.
wait that?
Is it about photo storage?
Yeah, when I went into the recently deleted,
Uh-huh.
it tells me that it says Touch ID to view the recently deleted album, but I don't have a Touch ID on my phone.
Right. So just pretend like you do, and then it's gonna give you the option to put in your code. So like just use your finger and touch the button, because you never put your fingerprint. So
I
you
didn't.
so that's why you don't have that Touch ID option. So
Yeah, and
instead, all you have to do is like put your finger on the button for the Touch ID, and then it's going to just give you the option to put in your code.
oh, it doesn't like my finger.
Or just like don't press on it too hard, like lightly, put it's gonna take some time.
Oh,
Or
okay.
just keep like tapping on the screen to see if it gives you the option to put in your code.
Okay. Thanks a lot. If it doesn't work, next time I see you.
Okay, we'll do it together.
Right, right. Thanks.
Anyone else have questions before I go forward with this? So once again, I'm gonna show it first with iPhones and iPads, and then I'm gonna show it for Androids. So this is how, once again, we tell our phone that in case we're losing some space, the cloud can have the very beautiful high quality version, but on our phone itself, on our phone, in our photos, we will have a reduced version of it, which means that it's not going to be very high quality. We're not going to see the pores on the people's faces. It's going to be a bit fuzzier. This is what I'm showing right now. So if you do want to just know where this is, if you ever turn it on, I'm going to show you the steps. Also in the center, many people already had it on. So if you follow the steps with me right now, you may see that you already have this feature turned on. So once again, for those who have iPhones and iPads, you're going to go to the settings app. So the settings app is that silver gear icon. So once you find that settings app, you're going to touch your name at the top of the screen. So all the way at the top, you should have your first and last name, like in this picture, and you're gonna tap on that. If you're using your phone to do the Zoom, then you can do it after the presentation so you don't are confused switching through apps. But once you tap on your name at the top of the screen, you're going to find where it says iCloud. So here on the screen, you can see that iCloud is in red. You're going to tap on that iCloud. Once we tap on iCloud, you should get a screen that looks like this on the PowerPoint. Once you get this screen, you want to tap on Photos. I'm just giving everyone time to find it so I don't go too fast. Once you tap on photos, you can see you're going to have a section where if you're already using iCloud, you should have a section that says two options: optimize iPhone storage or download and keep originals. So if you click on optimize iPhone storage, once again, if your phone is running out of space, it is going to put the high quality photos in the cloud and replace the pictures on your phone with a smaller sized version. So it's not going to be very high quality in your phone itself, but the original photo will always be saved in the cloud. And you will only see this if you are someone that uses iCloud and you're syncing your pictures in the cloud. So if you're not someone who uses iCloud, or if you're someone who doesn't have enough space in the iCloud, you're probably most likely not going to see this that's on the screen at the moment. So if you're someone that always gets a message that says, this phone cannot be backed up, this phone cannot save in the iCloud, you probably cannot see the screen because you do not have enough space in the cloud. And the only way to get more space, unfortunately, is you would have to pay a subscription to Apple.
Tabitha, when it says sync this phone, that should be on, is that correct?
Yes, that's what I'm referring to.
Okay, right, got it.
So if the sync this iPhone is off, that means that all your pictures that are on your phone are not going to the cloud.
Okay,
So
thanks.
just for everyone else that's in the call, if your photos don't go into the cloud, what that means is that in cases of emergency, like your phone gets stolen or your phone breaks, all the pictures and memories that you took on your phone, they'll be gone forever, right? There's no way to get them back because they didn't sync to the cloud. So if your phone gets damaged, it falls in the toilet or something, falls in a puddle of water in the rain, maybe they could turn it back on, but those pictures that's not going to be there. You know, they won't recover properly. So that's why people like to put it in the cloud in cases of emergencies like that. Okay, anyone else have questions for iPhone before I go to Android?
Tabitha, how do I see the pictures in iCloud?
So if you want to see the pictures in iCloud, you have to go to the website iCloud.com.
Okay,
So you could do that on your phone or you could do it on a computer. You could do it on the tablets that you have.
okay, and that's how you get to see your pictures.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right. So Google Photos, for those who have Android and Samsung phones, you guys have the same thing as well. It's just going to be located differently. So you have to go to the Google Photos app. So before we went to your regular Samsung Gallery app, but now we're going to go to the Google Photos app. The Google Photos app is also a rainbow flower. So here on the screen, I'm gonna circle it. That is the Google Photos app. It looks like a little flower that's yellow, red, green, blue. So, and I don't know if anyone here has an Android, but I'm gonna try to explain it because I don't have pictures. But when you press on that Google Photos app, all the way in the top right-hand corner should be the name, your initial. So for me, if I had a Google Photos, my initial would be T for Tabitha. So you should find the initial of your name. Or sometimes it could be a pretty picture of something if you've ever changed your picture with Google. But if not, it's mostly just going to be the initial of your name. Always in the top right-hand corner. whether you're using a phone, a tablet, or even a computer today. When you click on that on that initial or picture, you should get an option that says settings. And in settings, you have the word backup. And I'm just gonna go to the next slide. When you click on backup, you have two options, which means the same thing that I just went over with the iPhone. You can tell Google Photos you would like to store your pictures in their original quality. Once again, that means in very high definition, very beautiful. You can see the person's pores. Or you can tell your phone to do storage saver. Storage saver is going to reduce that quality. So bring that quality down. And what all that means is that anytime your phone is running out of storage, you can always go to Google Photos to see the higher quality version. But on your phone itself, it's going to be reduced. So both iPhones and Androids can do the same thing. Anybody that has Android phones, Samsung, have a question?
Yeah, I got to my backup, and my backup is going to an alternate email account, and I have plenty of storage. I've got 14 out of 15 gigs. But below that, it says start free trial or manage storage. Why would it have that?
You said you have 14 out of 15?
Yeah, left. I've only used 1 gig.
Oh, you only use 1 gig. So you have 1 out of 15 then.
Right. So I don't.
You don't have to start any free trial. That's just a promotion thing.
Okay.
And the other thing, managed storage, is just going to tell you how many pictures are in there.
Right. It says my backup quality is storage saver.
Right. So then it's saving properly in the reduced quality. But the reason why it could be, do you have multiple emails?
I have 2 emails accounts.
Right. So because you have 2 email accounts, whichever one you put first, Google Photos started saving it to that email account. So you could be having duplicates on those both email accounts.
Right.
So that could be why all your photos are saving now to that email account. And when you switch back to the other one, you're probably going to see the same photos too in that email account.
Yeah, I basically use the one.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
use the other.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right then. So those were the 2 big ways to manage your photo storage to kind of reduce the quality. Once again, of course, your phone, right? Photos is not the only thing taking up storage, right? You now with your phones, you have all these apps, all these emails. You're always going on the internet. So all of that is also taking up storage on your phone, right? So with iCloud and with Google, of course, they have subscription plans. Maybe someone here today already is paying iCloud or Google for storage, because you may get a message that says this iPhone cannot be backed up. You may get a message with Google that says it does not have enough space to back up your pictures. So people pay either 99 cents, you could see here at the top, for 50 gigabytes. Or with Google, you could pay $1.99 for 100 gigabytes. Once again, with iCloud Plus, people pay this subscription plan because, once again, iCloud is not just photo storage, right? You're also saving your passwords, all your emails and information, your messages, your contacts. iCloud saves everything on your phone, not just your pictures. So that's why people tend to do a subscription plan to save everything on your phone, because yes, it is important that you get all your pictures back, but now it is very important that you get all your passwords back, right? All your contact list, things like that. So iCloud saves all of that, and that's why people pay that additional fee or price. It's going to be confusing if you have duplicates of the iCloud and the Google at the same time. So I would say to stick with one company. Don't make duplicates everywhere, because I've had people in the past who have had pictures in the cloud and the Google and other, Dropbox. So you don't want to get confused having pictures everywhere. So just stick with one, depending on whichever one's going to give you the better deal that you think works best with your phone. Anyone have questions? All right. So if you are someone today who doesn't want to use iCloud or doesn't want to use Google Photos, there are other cloud companies that exist. First thing, of course, is Dropbox. So Dropbox is another place that you can save your pictures to and documents to. But once again, with these third-party cloud companies, you have to put these, manually into these systems, right? So iCloud comes with your iPhone. So your iPhone literally has an option that says sync this iPhone, right? Dropbox is not going to have a button on your phone that says sync this iPhone. You have to do them manually for all of these different third-party companies. That's why they're third party. So we have Dropbox. There's something called Mega that you could save pictures and documents to. If you are someone that has an Amazon Prime membership, there is an Amazon Photos for Amazon Prime. You can save your photos to Amazon Photos if you're currently a Prime member. And it says it has unlimited photos you can put in there, but then there is a limit for videos. So maybe you want to check out Amazon Photos if you feel like your phone has too much space. You can now put them on Amazon Photos, and you can also print them with Amazon Photos. So that is also a big plus if you're someone that actually wants to have the physical copy in your house. There's also Microsoft OneDrive. So if you're someone that has Hotmail, AOL, something like those type of emails, you could use Microsoft OneDrive. Or you could just create a Microsoft email account and start using that. And then lastly, Adobe Creative Cloud. That is another third-party company where you can save pictures. All of these companies come with different prices. The only one that I know that comes with Amazon is, of course, Amazon Photos, and Amazon Prime is $15 a month. So if you are a Prime member, you should take advantage of it. Even if you don't want to put all your pictures there, you could definitely take advantage of their print store so you can print your pictures in albums or in frames. Does anybody have questions? All right, and the last resort is USB and hard drive. So you probably have used this in the past before. You can see here in the picture, this is an external hard drive where you plug it in straight into your computer. And on the right-hand side is a smaller version of it. So the bigger the hard drive means the bigger the space. Whereas in the little sticks that you see on the right-hand side, they're going to have less storage. And external hard drives are always a good option to use. The only thing that's a downside of external hard drives is you have to be very organized with them, right? So you have to remember what you put on that hard drive. What pictures did you put on there? What documents did you put on there? And then you can't lose them, because if you lose that stick, then now your pictures are gone from your phone, from your computer, and now they're gone from the stick because you lost it. So it is important that you keep it somewhere where you're gonna remember. Also, if your hard drive or the stick gets damaged, so let's say it falls in water, or you step on it accidentally, anything like that, there is no way to retrieve the photos that you put on there. So that is also another downside. When I did this class in the center, someone asked if can you use USB sticks with an iPhone or an Android, and you actually can. So in order to use a USB stick or for your phone, for your smartphones, you have to get an adapter for it. So if you go on Amazon, if you shopped on Amazon before, or if you are near a Best Buy or maybe even a local technology kind of store, but I would say Best Buy is the best shot. You can ask them for a iPhone or an Android adapter. So what you would do is you plug the adapter into your phone and then the USB into the adapter. And that's how you can actually transfer your pictures from your smartphone straight to the USB stick without having to use a computer. So you don't actually need a computer to buy one of these. There's now adapters that exist for your smartphones. Not too sure about tablets or iPads. I can look in to see that for you, but I do know it exists with your smartphones. Once again, does anybody have any questions on that? Okay, so I'm just gonna briefly show you the Amazon Photos website and the Dropbox if you're someone that just wants to see the price or how it just looks like. I'm going to show it on the screen. If anyone here today is Prime members, because I know a few people that use Amazon. I'm someone that uses Amazon. So I'm just gonna briefly show you if you are interested in the print store, because another option is always to just print the actual pictures and then delete them off your phone, right? So then you have an album of it. So you could see right here on the screen, if you are a Prime member today, you can get unlimited full resolution photo storage. So they actually don't have a limit. So you know how with Google Photos, you have a 15 gigabyte limit. iCloud, you have a free 5 gigabyte limit. Amazon Photos, you have no limits. You can put as many pictures as you want. However, the limit is for videos. You could see here, if I just circle it, you have a limit of storage for video, only 5 gigabytes. But I think this is a good deal if you are someone who's a Prime member. If not, you could still always use Amazon Photos to print stuff, but it is going to have a fee. Lastly, we do have Dropbox that I mentioned. Dropbox is another cloud storage that people use to add different documents and photos in there. However, their first price is $10 a month. But for $10 a month, you do get 2,000 gigabytes, which is pretty good as well. So at the end of the day, if you're someone that really needs to save some storage on your phone, you do have plenty of cloud storage options. But if you do not want to use the cloud, I do recommend getting, once again, USB sticks. They're on Best Buy and they are on Amazon. That they're kind of, $10 or $8, you could see here. They're also in Staples, Target, Walmart. Does anybody have any other questions on anything that we went over today? All right, if not, that is the end for today. Thank you everyone for coming today.
Thank you.
And I'll see you next week for how to look good on Zoom.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Thank you, Tabitha.
Oh, like that one.
Thanks very much.